Moses.
Yes, Evo.
She has worked, I'm seeing.
Do you see anything?
Moses, share screen.
Do you see anything of mine?
Yeah, we can see your presentation.
Okay.
Even the live stream has worked. So I think members, we can disable the waiting room. Worked, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Henry, you can put on.
Yes, Henry, we can see you.
Yeah, it's fine. Do you see anything of mine?
Yeah,
you see me?
We can see.
Rogers, I share a screen of what?
Even the live stream has worked. So, let Henry just go to full screen mode immediately. Henry, go slideshow.
Pardon?
Go slideshow. I'm enabling members to enter. You go slideshow.
Okay.
Share screen of what? It's okay. Henry, I'm sharing. Henry, go slideshow.
Pardon? I've already activated it.
I'm enabling members to enter. You go slideshow.
It's okay. I'm already in the slideshow.
Okay. Henry, I'm sharing.
Muting.
I've already activated it.
All right, so I'm accepting entries.
Yeah,
we are going to
it's okay.
Henry, remember we only have an hour.
Yeah. I'm going to summarize. And hello, members.
Hello, Henry. We can hear you very well.
You can hear me very well? Okay. Are we still waiting for some members?
Yeah, I think the turn up is still low, so maybe we can wait for
some 3 to 5.
Well, yeah, some 3 to 5 minutes.
So
because I can see we have around 39 participants at the moment. Let's give.
I also wanted to share this video to the group.
Let us start immediately.
Hello. Hello, members?
Yes, Henry, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
I go ahead.
Yes, please.
Okay. It's Henry, the computer guy, and I'm actually going to be taking you people through the presentation, how you can create a presentation. And we are specifically going to be basing on a PowerPoint. We shall also talk about the Google Slides and also how to use the WPS, either on a mobile device or on your computer specifically. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So specifically, PowerPoint is an application designed for presentation purposes. As you're seeing me here, you can as well be using it either using a projector or using it over the over the internet. So it's specifically for presentation purposes as I'm doing it right now. And therefore, the primary purpose for it is specifically to help you to create, to design some of the presentation and even print some handouts, for example, if you wanted to. So specifically, another application that we can use, as I've told you, we can use the Google Slides, and we are going to be seeing how we can actually use our Google Drive to access our WPS or the Google Slides. And what can we do specifically in or what is a slide composed of? It can compose of any text that you have. Let's say you want to write something there. You can include pictures there. You can include graphics tables. You can even add the sounds to your presentation, and you can run them either automatically or when you have a control over it, either by clicking onto each slide that you want to either to play. Yeah, that is how we have specifically the interface for PowerPoint, and I will identify some of the parts we can actually be in need of. And this is actually what we call a slide. So it can be the page that actually you're going to be using to write your information there. So aside here, we have the office button. We can be using this one to make some of the changes, either to save, to print, or make some other changes, like either opening the already created PowerPoint presentations that you have. We also have the quick access toolbar up here, which can as well help you to add some items to it, such that you can always access it with ease.
Moses? Hello. Moses?
I think we lost you, Henry.
Yeah, Henry seems to have gotten off.
Now he's on. I think he's just having network issues. Henry, are you sorted now?
Are you fine now? Is your network okay now?
Could be his audio.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, Henry, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we are now talking about how we can create a presentation specifically. So you're going to be learning how to create a presentation. You'll be able to do these things that I've actually done that I'm presenting here on your computer or on your phone specifically. So what we do, so what can we add to our slides? For example, we shall see how we can add a new slide and how we can duplicate some of the slides and how we can reuse the slides. For example, you had already created a presentation and you want to use the slides into your presentation. It can always be possible. So we shall you shall be doing this. For example, I'm going to let me change this thing as an practical, as an even let's say the explanation. How do you see? Can we do it combined?
I think we can do it combined to save time.
Combined, because actually when I talk about something here, I will actually have to illustrate how it works. For example, now if you are told you want to access PowerPoint or a presentation software, you're actually going to be coming to your start button. Actually, you're seeing it down here. Then you're going to come to your programs. When you come to your programs, you're going to look for Microsoft PowerPoint, and this is
We are seeing the presentation.
Yes.
You share the entire
Yes.
desktop.
Okay. Are we there? Members, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, we can see the PowerPoint.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, okay. Now we are going to do this thing practically. So we shall afterwards give you the presentation so you can go through reading through a little. Then we are going to do this practically. So now, if we want to actually access our presentation, we are going to click onto our start button. Then we shall look for our programs onto our computer. Then we shall be looking for what we call Microsoft Office. Yes.
Maybe you are sharing only one application. Share the entire
sharing only
desktop.
one.
Yes, share the entire desktop.
Yes, please.
Could you please share your desktop? Share the desktop.
You don't seeing anything?
Share the desktop such that
Share the desktop. First and share this, and then you reshare the entire desktop, not just the PowerPoint.
Share the entire desktop. Okay.
Stop sharing this one first, then you select the entire desktop.
Okay. You see it now?
No. Yeah, we can see now.
You can see now, eh?
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. So I was saying that if you wanted to access your presentation software, you're going to come and click onto your start button just down below here. Then you're looking for what we call the programs. Then you'll be selecting what we call the Microsoft Office. You can be having different versions. For example, I can have 2007 and let's say 2013. So we can use any that we want. And for this case, we are going to try using the 2013. So you give it time and loads. So when it comes as this, it will give you a blank and some of the templates which are already there. So you're going to select the one which is blank. And by default, it will give you that as we are seeing it. And remember, we said that here we have what we call the Office button. And in this case, this is called the file. It at times changes depending on the version that you're using. Here we are using 13, but the other one was specifically 2007. So it changes to a file. Are we there? So now we have our first page as this one. It is telling us to click to add something. This is called a placeholder. It is going to be holding our content. So I can write something there. For example, I can say, if I'm to type something about, let's say, corruption. So that is specifically the corruption. So I can add something here. For example, if I already created some information, I can just copy it and paste it there with an event of time. For example, if I have some information, I can copy it from my work. Then I'll say copy. Then I can minimize this one. I come and I paste it here. So that is what we are having for the first page. And we say that up here, we have what we call a ribbon. This item that you're seeing that is having this insert, design, and others, it is called the what? The ribbon. Are we together? Now, if you actually wanted to do anything onto an item onto your slide, you first have to select it. For example, if I wanted to modify anything on my word corruption, I will have to select this item. Then I can come up here on some of the changes I can put. For example, I can come and change the size to anything, something big. I can come and change the color to anything that I feel. I can even make it bold. I can make it italic. I can put it in the center to the right. It depends on what exactly you want. That is how we can insert a slide. We come to new and put another new slide that we actually want to put there. But it depends on exactly what you want to write. If it is actually the title, you can pick the title slide. If it is title and content, you can pick. If it is, let's say, comparison, it depends on exactly what you want. So I would pick what we call the title and content. So I'll put my title here, then I'll come and put my content here. So specifically for this presentation, we are going to use only 3 slides. So let's come and get some information here. We already have it. Let's say ways in which corruption is practiced. We copy that one by right clicking and say copy. Then we come back to our presentation. Then we can paste that one there by saying Ctrl V or clicking on paste. You can put that one in the center. We get some other answers there. We can have these points, copy, Ctrl C, then you can come here and paste Ctrl V. So we can get another new slide by coming to new. Then we pick either title and content, and we are going to end with this slide. We shall do all the modifications on only these 3 slides. So you'll come and get some content, let's say causes of corruption. Then you're going to come and paste them here, Ctrl V. You can put that one in the center also. Then you can come back to your work. You pick some other points. Then you can paste them wherever you feel you want. Ctrl V. That is exactly how you can put content there, or you can type it. But with the event of time, we are not going to be typing. You know how to type. You can just copy and paste. Now, let's come and change our design. We want to see how we can actually change a design of our presentation. You will come to what we call the design. And they're going to provide you with a lot of designs here. You can select from. You'll see, whenever you hover over that design, it changes the look of your presentation. And at times they are called the themes. They actually give a look or a certain look to your presentation. So we are going to select one of the designs here, and we have selected that one. So when you click on it, it changes the entire look of your presentation. That is how you can actually put the design. And now, when we actually go to what we call the animation or the transition. We have the animation and the transition. What is the difference between the two? The transition is specifically that change that occurs as one slide changes to another. So we can come to the slide here. Then pick any transition that you feel you want to use on your slide or presentation. For example, I want slide 1 to be taking, let's say the curtain. If I'm opening, let's say the presentation, it will do like that. Then it will open my presentation just like in the beginning. Then I come to slide 2. I choose a different, it will act like that. Or I can use this, it can do like that. So you pick any type of, let's say the transition that you feel you want to use. Then on the third slide, we can also choose another one. So what you have to note is that whenever you go to another slide, you have to choose. Or if you don't want to be choosing, you can say apply to what? Apply to all. If you want them to take only one transition, you can click on what we call to apply to all. So having talked about the transition, we can also talk about the animation. So animation is just the life you give to an object on your slide. For example, if we have a slide 1, we can highlight the title. For example, the heading, let's say this is corruption. I can give it a, let's say, add an animation, which is it can be entrance, it can be emphasis, it can do anything that you feel like. For example, fly in. So it will come just like that. Then I can select my definition. I can also give it another one. Let's say float. I'll go to another slide. I'll select the transition, sorry, the animation after selecting the word. Let's say I can give it, let's say, a spin. So it can rotate as the way you see it on your screen there. Then I also click on these other points. I can, let's say, choose another one that I feel I want. Zoom. So you see them. Then on our last slide, I can come and say the heading. I click on it. I choose another one, the wave, just like that. Then I can come to this one. I can as well select another, for example. So that is how we can also apply the what? The anime to our content, your presentation onto your slide. You'll come to what we call the insert. So when you come to the insert, it will allow you to include the images. For example, I will come to my insert picture, and I'll look for where all my pictures, for example, they can be on the desktop, they can be in my documents, or they can be somewhere on your local districts, for example, C or D. But for that case, I already opened a folder that has some of the images here. So it's the one that we are going to use. We have some of the images. We can select one image and put it on our slide. For example, we begin with slide 1. I can put this image. Let's say on slide 3, we put that image for let someone try.
I think we've lost Henry again, but I think he's going to be reconnecting shortly. In the meantime, as we wait for Henry, I think I can be taking in some questions.
Hello?
Yeah, am I back?
All right, sorry for the interruption, Henry.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Yes, you're back.
Yes, you are.
People with
Yeah, I'm
questions,
sorry,
please post them in the
just the
chat. I'll be
network, you know, the
responding
network
shortly.
is not fine. So we have put our image here. Let's go back to slide 1 and also pick another image. Let's say we have this, then we can select this one and hold and drag. So we can put this one somewhere onto our slide 1. You can put it in any location. Then slide 2, we can also choose another image by checking from our own images that we have. You can as well download these images over the internet. For example, you can come and download, let's say we have to use Google Chrome, it will open. Then you can use it actually to download some information that you want. Let's say if we are, let's say you can come to Google.
Because this thing, you can learn all those things with life connected.
So when you come to Google, you can come and type any type of images that you want. For example, you want to put corruption. You can type corruption into Google, then you press enter. When you press enter, you'll come. Yes, please.
Henry, members are not seeing the Google Chrome
Yeah.
browser.
You're not seeing the Google Chrome?
They are not seeing, so you need to share. You need to share the entire desktop.
And above all, it's very faster.
Is it there?
We are not yet seeing
Not
it.
yet, not yet.
You're not yet seeing.
Share again.
Let me share again. Let me share again.
And slow down a bit, please, Henry.
I'm trying to.
Daisy, 4th. Today is 4th. August.
Henry, and
Yes,
the rest
are we
of
there?
the admin. Excuse me,
Are we there now?
Moses.
Are we there now?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
Henry,
See
we
the
are
Chrome?
there, but I think we need
Yes,
to go
we are there
slow.
now. It's fine.
So,
But
Yes,
Okay,
that's it.
I request that we go a little bit slow, not try to beat time,
Surely.
because at the end of the day,
okay.
we want the teachers to understand this,
That
not
is it.
just be part of it.
Yeah.
So even if
Yeah.
it goes a little bit beyond time, as long as
Yeah.
people have understood what they are supposed to learn, that is what matters.
Thank you, Dennis.
You are
Okay.
correct.
Okay, let me close this Chrome. I open it again. You say that you can access Chrome. Can access your Chrome. We are all seeing.
They're closing and then they begin.
Yeah, I'm closing it, then I do it again.
Video process.
So now you can come to your what? To your browser. For example, I'm going to be using Google Chrome. I will double click on it. So if it opens, you can look for Google, for example. Then come and type any topic that you feel you want to get pictures for. If I want, let's say for corruption, I'll write corruption. Let's say I press enter. Then they'll give me some of the information related to corruption. I'll come to the images now. So when I come to the images, they'll give me items related to corruption. You see them there?
Yeah.
Then you can pick any image that you want to download from the internet. For example, I want to select this one. I'll right click on it. Then I can say copy image or save the image as something onto your computer. It will ask me where to save that image. For example, on the desktop, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. For example, I can name it as, let's say, corruption 1. Then I can save it onto my desktop. So I can now download. Of course, it has shown us downloading. Then you come to your desktop and look for that image that you have already downloaded. And it is now here, it is displaying. So if you open it, it will display as this one. So you can as well come to your desktop, copy it, right click.
Mobile money or airtime.
Then you can come and click on the copy. You come back to your presentation. You come and paste it anywhere that you feel you want. For example, here, I'll paste it there. Has everyone got how to download an item over the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. So whenever you have a presentation you're making, you see you need an image that you want to include there, you can as well use the internet. It has everything that you feel you want to use in your presentation. So that one was specifically that. Let's look at another item. And that is specifically the slide what? The slideshow. So after you finishing creating your presentation, you want to display the presentation to the audience, let's say in class, using a projector, you need to put that one or display it as a slide what? Slideshow. It will cover the entire screen for the audience to see what you're presenting. So we come now and look for our slideshow. So you click on the slideshow. Then it will ask you, how do you want to present the slideshow? Is it from the beginning or from, let's say, the current slide you're on? I can say from the beginning. And it will have to cover my entire screen for the audience to do what? To see what I've already done. So now we have, actually, we have not given it time, but we can also give it time, for example, to do it automatically or to, on a certain, let's say, set time that we feel we want to use. So you can, if I start clicking, it will bring the items that I've written there, just like that. So you present your information to the audience. Whenever you feel you have finished, you can press an arrow. It goes to the next other slide. So if you feel you are done with doing that one, you can also do anything that you keep on going to another point like that, like that, like that. So up to when you finish the entire presentation. So now, having talked about that one, we can set the timing for all our items there also. For example, how do you want it to last on the screen? So you can set the duration from actually here. Either you want it to be automatic after some time or after when someone has clicked it. So you can choose these two options. For example, I want it after 1 or 2 seconds. It will be following that time that you have selected onto it. And now we want to see how we can also make a presentation using our mobile phones. So now I have created a video onto that one. I'm going to share it here such that you can see how you can use that one. So we have a video here. It is going to show you how you can create a presentation on your mobile phone. Let me play it. I don't know whether the sound is fine.
It's fine. We can hear you.
Okay.
Not fine.
It's not fine.
Henry, you might want to do
Yes,
it the
please.
way Rogers did yesterday. You explain while the video is playing, because the audio
Okay.
from the
It's not fine, eh? Okay, let me put it back and I explain as it is playing. So now, when the video, actually, when you open your phone, you will have to search for, let's say, Google Play Store to download what we call WPS onto your phone. WPS. So you're going to look for Play Store onto your phone and type there WPS Office.
WPS.
Yeah, WPS Office.
So
when it comes, you have to install it onto your computer. So it looks like in that format. Do you see it? So when you open it, it will show you that item.
Come again.
Audio.
I've said.
It is like a piano.
Come again.
So are we in Play Store? When you go to Play Store, you're going to type the WPS Office.
Show you how it works.
WPS Office, are we there? Then it will also take you to that location where you can download it from. But if you're not having it, but for me, I had it already, so I didn't install it on my phone because I already had it.
It will disconnect us.
So now, after you'll open it onto your phone, it will be looking like that. Are we there? Then you'll open your WPS. It will look like in that format. It will show you some of the documents you're actually having there. Then you'll come and click onto this plus symbol. If at all you want to create a new one, it will show you some of already the documents that you already have there. And you can even come and click on open and see some of the items. We can do a Word document. We can make a presentation from there. We can do Excel. We can do PDFs. We can make a text and others. It can allow you to obtain information or access information on your device, your SD card or memory card, Google Drive, from your recycle bin, from some downloads, your WhatsApp, Telegram, and even in my documents. So it can allow you to go to any. But for our case, we are going to be using only the creating of the new one. So you click on this plus symbol. Do you hear? No. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. Even the video?
We can hear you. We can see the video.
Henry, just continue explaining as the video plays, because we can't hear the sound of the video because of, I think you are in the audio input is different, not the one from the computer.
Let him just take us through the procedure.
Yeah.
I tell you the procedure.
Let's go through all of it.
I tell you the procedure.
Take
Then
us
we
through the
just,
procedure.
just keep explaining as the video plays. People will keep following in line. You're using already the microphone, so the video cannot use the microphone.
Can I share my screen on the phone?
Yes, Henry, you can share.
Okay, let me share the screen on the phone. You allow me in, eh? So,
recording in progress.
I'm here already. You hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
I'm sharing my screen.
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen now. Do you see my screen now? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay, now let's begin afresh. I say that if you are using your phone, you're going to come first of all and install an application called WPA.
Yes.
Yeah.
WPA for the Play Store. I'll search for our Play Store. For example, if I come here and I type Play Store. So when the Play Store comes just like that, you're going to type there
Henry, first stop sharing your screen with the laptop.
Okay.
And then you start sharing your screen with the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I've stopped sharing it. Hello.
Now do sharing with your phone.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me now. I'm sharing my screen.
You do.
Do we see the screen now?
We can see it clearly.
Okay, let's do it afresh now.
Okay.
Say first of all.
Yes, we can see the screen now.
First of all, you're going to install WPS onto your phone.
Yes.
And if you don't have it on your phone, you first have to download it by coming to what we call the Play Store. So I'm going to look for my Play Store.
Henry.
Yes.
Members, please mute.
First mute your laptop.
Mute your microphone, member.
Okay.
Don't forget to unmute the phone.
Hello.
Henry, unmute your phone.
You get me now?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly now.
And you can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
now
now
you.
I'm starting to show you my screen. You seeing it?
Yes, Henry, just go ahead.
Yes, we
go
are
ahead,
seeing.
Go ahead.
Now I've said, first of all, you're going to
Someone
first of
seeing
all,
the screen.
you're first of all going to download WPS from your what? From your Play Store. I'm going to look for my Play Store first of all. I'll type Play Store. So when I come to my Play Store, I'll have to type there the WPS Office. And it will bring for you those applications there. Do you see them? Then you can click on one of them that you're seeing there. But for me, I'm having it, it will just tell me to update. If you're not having it, it will tell you to install it. Are we together?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to close and open it because I already installed it. So let me look for it on my applications. It is in the corner here. So I'm going to click on it and it opens. I already created one. Let me close it and begin a new one because I made a video using it. So let me just make a new one. So when you open it, by default, it will take you to this, and I'm already signed in as Henry, the computer guy. So now what you're going to do, you can first of all open some of those ones which are already there. You can look for them onto your phone for the files which are already designed using, let's say, your computer. You can as well see them using your phone. For example, it can be a document, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, PDF. It can be a text and others. You can search it from your device. You can search it from a USB card, for example, a memory card. You can have it from a cloud. Let's say you store information over the internet. You can even use your Google Drive if you store some information there. You can also come down here to other items, for example, the downloads. You can check there and see whether they're there. I have some files which are there. But for our case, we are not going to look at this. We want to create a new one. Are we together? So what you do, you click on this plus symbol that you're seeing here.
Okay.
So when you click on it, it will ask you what you want to do. I have Word, I have presentation, I have spreadsheet, I have a PDF. But for our case, we are going to use a presentation. I'll select the presentation. So by default, it will open for you some of the templates which are already there. And we also have one which is a blank. So some of these templates are paid for and some are free. A template, it's like something you can, let's say, edit. Sorry, it has some information that you can edit from and use it for your purposes that you really want to use it for. For example, there are many here, but I think many of them are supposed to be paid for. But for our case, we are going to be using a blank. And this is how it will open for you. It's like the way we have been using it on a computer. It will tell you click to add, but here it is telling you to double tap to add something. Let's say if I want to tap, let's say add, let's say corruption. So I will double tap there. It will write, let's say corruption. Are we there?
Should we type?
No, don't type. I'm just showing you. You'll do it as your practice.
Okay.
Then when I come on the second down here, they will tell me to add, double tap and add items. I can say, let's say this refers to, let's say, the dishonest. Let's say the dishonest or fraudulent, let's say conduct by those in power, typically involving in bribery. That is it. So if you're done typing there, what you actually do, you click aside. So it will accept the information I've put there. And down here, you're seeing that they are telling us that we can add another let's say another slide. You click on that plus symbol. It will give you many of the slides here. You can, the layouts you can select from. For example, I want title and content. I will click on that title. So I can come and say, double tap and type something. Ways in which corruption is practiced. Ways in which corruption is practiced. Then I can type the answers, double tap and set to bribery. Press enter, go to the next line. They say through extortion. Enter, go to the next line. Let's say you can say through embezzlement or through nepotism. Let's end on those ones. We click aside. We come to slide 3. You can add another slide there. You choose the type of slide that you want from the wide range of them here, which are displayed for you. I want title and content. I can say causes of corruption. Double tap. Then I can come put some 3 answers there. Let's say greed for money. Double tap. Enter. You go to the next line. You can say, let's say, low press freedom. Enter. Go to the next line. Let's say you can say, let's say, low economic freedom. So now we are done with some of the items we can put there. We are going to specifically use some 3 slides as we have them here. So we want to see how we can make changes onto our phone using a presentation. Let's come back to slide 1 by clicking on it. We have some tools down here. We can as well put some items as you see it. Let's first of all put the design. So we have some of the designs here. I can change the color. You think? I have a variety of colors here I can pick from. The one you go on clicking on, it goes on changing the color.
Where
But
should I click the designs?
But you have to make sure that yes.
I've not got to where I'm supposed to click to get the signs. The design.
Oh, okay, let me go back a little. So you see where your slide is down there? I have slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. There's something down here that is showing the tools. We have the tools, that the picture. You have seen it? It is the first one. So click on it. You there? Then you can come and select the types of colors, of the background colors you feel you want to use. This way you have used that one for that case. We come back down, we can select another slide, click on it. You can select the background also. The assignment, this one are blue. Then I can come back to slide 3. I can come and change the background also by giving it that one. So now you're seeing that all of them are having different colors. So that is how we can put actually the background of the presentation. We can also decide to put a picture into our presentation by coming to the next thing, which is saying picture. You click on it. It takes you to where you have your pictures in your phone. Let me pick one picture from my phone. I'll select this one. Then I'll click it. Yes, I want to accept it. Then I'll put okay. It comes to my presentation as that. I can minimize or make or resize it to something very small, which can fit on my slide. You see? Then I can put it up in the corner. Then you can click aside. That is how you can put a picture. We go to slide 2. I'm going to put the same picture on all of them. Let's say I selected this one. I can say okay in the corner. I click yeah. Then I can resize it to what I want. Then I can put it also aside. I go to slide 3. I put the picture there. By selecting from my phone, it depends Actually, I had not downloaded them, but I have only this one. It can indicate corruption. As people are eating people's money, these are people, actually, they are not looking after people. So that is how we can actually add the pictures there. You can come back to the tools. You can even add the what? The insert a table. You can insert a shape. For example, I want to insert a circle. You can put it there. You can make it in any format that you feel you want. So you can even come and insert a, let's say a table. Yeah, we are there. Let's say we are told we wanted also to change some words here. Let's say the size of the title. We can click on the size, then scroll down. We can say 96. It becomes somehow bigger. I can also change another one. Let's say I can make it bold. I can give it the color. You seeing? Yeah. Then I can also select the, let's say I want it in the middle. I can say to the left. Let's say to the middle or to the right. It depends on what you feel. You can even make it bold. You can even make it italic. You see those things, items that I have here. You can even change the font style. For example, you want Times New Roman, you want this, there are many here. You can select from a wide range of them. So it will change according to what, but some of them are supposed to be bought. You see, they're telling me that lifetime I have to buy it. So let me go back. I'm not going to use that one. You get? So we can remove that one. We come to the second slide. We can come to click on the heading. Again, you can come back there to the tools. You can give it a color. I want blue. Blue cannot appear on blue. We put black there. Or we can change to red. It will be visible. Then you can also put onto, let's say slide 3. We go. We select the title. We come back to our tools. We can select more colors. We put a dark color there. We can even change the size, the way we said, by increasing it to what you feel you want to. You can even enlarge these text boxes where that heading appears. But this one is too much bigger. We can change it to that one. Then we can go back. Now I want us to put some of the transitions. You can come to the transitions. For example, we come to slide 1. We come and say tools. We look for transitions. You just come on scrolling here, down here, where the arrow is. Yeah. You come to the transitions. When I come to my transitions, I can apply transition to my slide. For example, I put that. You see the change? I can put that one. I can put that. So it goes on doing that. You can go to, let's say slide 2. If you also wanted to do it there, you can pick, or you can pick one and apply to all. For example, I pick this one, I can say apply to all, and the effect goes to all the slides that I've made in my presentation. So now, having put everything there, for example, what haven't we put? You can even put a text box if you want it right in a different location that you want. Text box is down here. You can click on it and it brings the text box. So you can as well drag it and put it somewhere where you want, and even rotate it in a format that you feel you want. By clicking on it, then you can double tap and rotate. So I can put there, let's say, this is presented. By me. So you can as well
Henry.
Yes, please.
We are going to be doing more of the advanced features and transitions in the
so
evening.
Let's see how we can. Yes.
You display the activity that they are going to try out, and in the afternoon, in the evening, we are going to be.
Let me show them how they can save it. So up here where you see the word done, you'll come and click on save. It will allow you to give it a name of your choice. Let's say I'm going to save it as corruption. Then you can say save. So it will save it onto your phone. So you can as well have it as a presentation. So now let me switch back to my computer and I show you the activity. I'm going to stop the sharing here. Then I come to my sharing of the laptop. So we come back to the activity. The activity is down in the presentation. So that is the activity. So in this activity, you will use the internet through the link below. And this is our link to create a simple 4-slide presentation about So do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an activity here.
Anyway, we hear you well.
Actually telling us that we are in this activity, you will use the internet through the link below to create
Henry.
Yes, please.
First mute your phone.
I was switching off the phone.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Henry, just continue.
Yes, we're here.
Hello.
Hello.
Henry, go ahead. We can hear you very well.
Oh. Okay, members. Henry, I don't know whether you are not hearing us. The activity that Henry has displayed, we can be able to read it here.
Hello.
We are going to have this activity on Google Classroom. It is a simple activity here for you to create slides. You can use your phone or you can use a laptop, whatever you are having, to create a presentation. Now, maybe as we wind up with this particular session, Henry, thank you very much for sharing that and giving that introduction to the members. Now, there is just some small. Yes, Henry. It's okay. I've explained the activity. It's fine. I've explained the activity. You just post it on Google Classroom, and we are going to be engaging the teachers. Yeah. So maybe something small here. What we are going to be doing in the afternoon. We are going to have some teachers who are going to be the teachers who are teaching these lessons on YouTube. We have lessons which are going on, lessons by lessons for learners from nursery up to senior 5. And these teachers, they create presentations every day. Now, there are many things that you have to note when you are doing a presentation. If you are, it depends also on the class. If you are doing a presentation for a P1 class, there are things you have to look at. Things like fonts, things like colors, things like shapes. There are a number of things that you have to, as a teacher, that you have to consider when you are making a presentation. And it is an application that you are going to be doing using on a daily basis. On a daily basis, when you are teaching online, you are going to be using PowerPoint. So we are going to have some teachers. For example, if you look at this lesson here by Mr. Otim. He is teaching here English, but one word comes at a time as he's teaching. How does he do that? How do you, because with English, you want the learners to read, to move along with you. How do you use the fonts? How do you use all those things? So we are going to be hearing experiences from some of those teachers. And we also have some teachers who are teaching physics and mathematics. How do you use some of those formulas in your presentation? So that is one thing that we are going to be looking at later on in the afternoon. We are going to be sharing experiences with these teachers in using PowerPoint and the various tools. Then also there's something I've noted as Henry was presenting about Zoom yesterday. We said we looked at Zoom yesterday, but we didn't end there. The process is going to continue. We are going to continue learning a few things. So when Henry was sharing a video and we're not hearing the sound, there is an option at the bottom when you are sharing. It's known as share computer sound. You have to enable that when you are sharing. So when you are sharing in Zoom, you can either select a window or the desktop. So the cases where Henry was sharing and we were seeing the PowerPoint and you're not seeing the desktop, he had clicked on the application. So when you're sharing, if you want to share the entire, like right now I'm sharing the entire desktop. So the whole desktop is visible. If I want to share with sound, I go ahead and I tick this part, and I also tick this part where there is optimized for full screen video clip. There, the audience will be able to hear your sound, and the experiences we have had today are learning experiences, and we are going to be facing the same dilemmas with as teachers. When we are teaching the learners, our learners seeing our presentation, are we sharing our screen? When we are making the presentation, you have a phone. How do you use your phone? I have teachers like, if you go to the YouTube channel, teacher Alida Daniel has been using a phone. If you go to the YouTube channel, lessons by teacher Alida Daniel, you can check them out. He uses a phone many times and is teaching physics. So it is possible to use a phone and have a very good presentation delivered onto the screen. I've been seeing some of his lessons when he's using a phone. So teachers, this training is for you and for us to share experiences. And I want to encourage you that we come here not as experts of everything, but we come here to share experiences together, and we are here available for you. So right now, we are going to post the assignment in Google Classroom and also in the WhatsApp groups. Try to create some slides, and then let us come and share more best practices on creating educational content using PowerPoint. I think that is what I can say to supplement and summarize today's session. I'm seeing 2 hands. Let us have teacher Christopher and the 2 hands which are up to give a comment, and we wind up. Teacher Christopher?
Yes. Am I on?
Yes.
Am I on?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, members. Good afternoon, my fellow teachers. Thank you very much for the experience you have given to us. And just pray to God that you continue with that helping spirit. Now, I have only one question, and that is, they have told us how to use the WPS. My question is, when you save a document in there, in the WPS, can you be able to share it in case you are in a Zoom classroom and you are able to share what you wrote there, what you saved in the WPS, and share it with the children you're teaching? Is it possible? That's my question.
That is what teacher Alida Daniel does, and is going to be sharing with us how that is done. You just click on share, you rotate your phone, and the learners see it. You can open your WPS, you open the work, and they see. That is possible, and it is being done. Mr. Bosco? Bosco? Let us hear from Bosco. And Thomas. You try to unmute. Let me enable unmuting here for everyone.
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Me, I don't have a question, but it's just big thanks to the organizers of this program. Really, we are benefiting a lot from this program. And I do encourage all the members to keep time and always log in time to share these experiences. And I believe, me as Thomas, I believe that with the time, I'll be able really to get whatever we are discussing right now. So it's actually, my purpose of raising the hand is to thank more so the facilitator for today. Really, we have really got something out of this presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, finally, let us hear from a lady, Catherine. Catherine?
No, I didn't. I wanted to make the same appreciation. Unless maybe you want me to pray.
Mr. Rogers?
Okay, you pray for us.
Mr. Rogers?
I think we have to, yes.
It's Henry.
No, actually,
Mr.
Yes?
Rogers?
in the CDC.
Yeah, actually, can I talk?
Yes.
I've actually created a video on how to use WPS on the desktop and on the phone, and I've uploaded it so people can as well first review it if they want. I've created it and I've put it on YouTube.
Wow. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, so members, the tutorials, Mr. Henry has done them, so you can, if you have missed out some steps, you can, in your free time, watch slowly by slowly. He has created some video which was playing earlier and you're not getting the sound. It has been uploaded. So we are going to share it in the WhatsApp group, and also on Google Classroom. As we put the assignment, we shall put it also as a resource for reference. Yeah, so the training of 1 hour, members, one thing that I want you to know is that in 1 hour, you're supposed to come here for a briefing on what you're supposed to do. You don't expect that you learn PowerPoint within 1 hour. It is something that is taught in a school for 3 months. So what you come here to get is to get to know, to get a debrief on what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to invest time in yourself to do the practice, and you learn more of the things as you practice and as you start. Yeah, so what we have here is you come here and you pay attention to what is being demonstrated, and then you go and try to attempt the assignment. Where you get a problem, we are available to support you one-on-one on WhatsApp, and also you can be able to reach out to any of us as we move on. So if you come and you have switched on your computer, you want to be doing what Henry is doing at the same time, you will fail. You just have to be attentive and follow what is being done. Then get the reference material, get the tutorials we are offering, and get the support we are offering, and attempt the assignments in Google Classroom. Now, we are on the first day. Someone asked about certificates, and I said we are not going to give certificates, but later on, when we were discussing the team, we said we can give some certificate because you people are putting in your data and your time for 2 weeks. So you get the skill. We are going to design some certificates, but they will be given to those who accomplish, who will do the assignments, because Google Classroom is going to show us, the people who are submitting assignments. So they are the ones who are going to qualify for the certificate. So the certificates are going to be given, and they are going to be basing on what you are doing in the Google Classroom. So please, when if you don't have the link to the Google Classroom, I can send it again in the chat. That is the meeting link. You go to the Google Classroom and you attempt the tasks that we are putting there. Where you get any problem, we are even available to Zoom in with you only one-on-one. Even if it's at 10 p.m., we are ready to support you. We are always online. Just get, and then we shall be able to support you to make sure that you are there. So when you go to Google Classroom, don't post the work in the stream. I've been seeing some people posting work in the stream. Like you can see here, Mr. Nicholas Rukundo, he has done his assignment on Zoom for yesterday, but he has posted it in the stream here on Google Classroom. This work is not going to be marked. And I put there a comment that, thank you for attempting the assignment. Please click on the classwork tab, look for the assignment, and that's where you're supposed to submit. So when you have to submit your work, you go to the part of classwork on Google Classroom, and then you look for the assignment. So these are assignments. There's an assignment on Zoom, on Google Tools. There's an assignment coming for presentation. It's also coming. So you click on the assignment. After clicking on the assignment, you view it, and then you can be able to attempt it. You see an option for attempting. That's where you'll be able to submit the work. So for me as a teacher, I can see how many have handed in the work. I can see those who are going to qualify.
Rogers.
Rogers is up.
He has frozen.
Hello.
Yes, to add on Rogers's point on certificate, we are going to design attendance form that we are going to share during the training. Like, so for those ones who attended the first 2 days, including this, you can submit twice. You can submit, but then for those ones who have not yet attended, and I will only share this link during the training. I'm not going to share on the WhatsApp group. I'm not going to share on people's email. I'm going to share this link during training so that you get it, you follow the link, you register, you put your name, and then sign in the attendance and hand it over so that we know who has been consistent in the attendance, and we can make the certificates for. We don't want to make certificates for people who are attending halfway, or who are just showing up and disappearing. So as you join the training, we are going to make the certificates, but make sure that you hand in the attendance. I'm making the form now and share with the team. Thank you.
All right, Dennis, on another note, we are also, I strongly recommend people to join into Zoom with their email accounts, because I have reports for all the classes, but most of the people are joining in as guests. They are not using their accounts. So we really cannot ascertain who, because some people are joining today with one name and then tomorrow with another. I recommend you to use your emails so that it is easier and we have more information. We also can easily get back to you if you join with your email in case of anything.
Moses, maybe some people have borrowed the device they're using, so it may be a little bit tricky. But I think the attendance will give you, because they are going to input their email as well.
Yeah.
So the attendance will give you the right people, because they will, when they fill in the attendance form, they will put in their emails there.
All right, thank you so much, Dennis. Let me respond to a few queries here and then we'll close the meeting. Yes, God from Kisa.
The other thing is that if members come in and when immediately they join in, they rename themselves, we can take attendance, like the attendance of today, I took it, and only that some are their phones, their initials, and so on. Let them use their real names.
That is very good. Thank you for noting. I always advise people to rename themselves to something they prefer being called. It also helps us when we are communicating. I know who I am talking to. Yes, Habarujira. Habarujira, please.
Yes, you're hearing me?
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you so much. I really am enjoying these lessons and I'm feeling so great. So I was going to even suggest that even the participants can be seen in any class, so that one also can give attendance, but somebody has mentioned because others enter with like Infinix, whatever, but if we put our names, I think you can be seeing really people who attend. Thank you so much. I disappeared or you are hearing me?
Okay. Thank you very much.
All was good. Rogers, you're saying something, or I close the meeting?
I think we can close now. Our members think we can have a nice lunch.
All right. Thank you for joining in today. I think someone offered to give a closing prayer. Is she still available?
Yes, dear loving Father, we give you glory and honor for today. We thank you for this session. Thank you for what we have gone through and even the challenges that we are going through. Father, I believe that you're going to help us overcome them. And now that we are going for our lunch, bless, sanctify, that we get the health, strength to serve you and offer for the next session. In Jesus' name, I've prayed and believed.
Amen.
Excuse me, it's Henry. I've put the assignment already.
Okay.
I've put the assignment already.
All right, from here, let's go straight to Google Classroom. Check out the assignment. Please have a nice lunch.
Also, Moses.
Yes,
Moses.
Rogers. Yes, please.
Someone was asking if you are not in the WhatsApp group. I've sent the link. There's a WhatsApp group. I'm seeing someone saying in the chat that is not in the WhatsApp group. So there's a link there. You can touch that and then you join.
There's a link in the chats.
Yes, I'll put it.
Okay, so we'll give you a minute to copy that link, everyone. But then please do not join more than one WhatsApp link. Please,
if you are already in the WhatsApp
group, only one.
All right.
All right. Thank you for the good time. Goodbye.